I'm the Executioner, and today we're taking a look at a BuzzFeed video. Let's not keep them waiting. Enjoy.
My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs!
I think you're doing an impression of a man. It's a horrible impression, by the way, but there's a real reason why we don't want our balls sticking to our legs. One, it's irritating and it hurts. Two, if you move the wrong way, your balls kind of twist in the wrong way, if you've ever experienced that. But yeah, it kind of seems like legitimate reasons to kind of spread your legs apart and not want your balls to be kind of uncomfortable. So this is what feminism has come to. Women sitting on chairs pretending they have balls. Wow, just kind of sad how far they've kind of fallen from grace.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
No, that's not the reason. We're not trying to be dicks. We're just trying to keep our balls comfortable. Guess what? If you have something between your legs and there's two little round squishy pieces of flesh, you're going to try to keep your legs as far as possible from it so you don't hurt the damn things. They're sensitive, you know, like if you get kicked in the balls, it fucking hurts. But if you twist your balls, that hurts even more. So guess what? Maybe you should be more sympathetic to the issues that men have.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but the key to manspreading is not noticing.
You don't notice because as you grow up, you notice that, hey, I have a dick and I have balls. Hey, I might as well spread my legs a little bit out so I'm more comfortable. That's why people don't really pay attention to it.
We grow up on two different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
You don't worry about it because it's what's comfortable for you. It doesn't hurt anybody. You're just spreading your legs out more. It's not really a big deal.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my legs.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Now, it's kind of shitty she told you that, but guess what? That's life. People give you awful advice, but you can disregard that advice because you're a fucking individual.
Gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
This week of manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
You don't have to be a feminist to realize what's comfortable for you. If you want your legs spread open, that's good for you, if that's what makes you comfortable. But you don't have to politicize this and make a whole fucking video about it.
Kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
Pardon the pun here, but if you're trying to annoy people, you're just being a dick.
That's my first training trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already.
You are a monster as Frankenstein is to a puppy.
How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
I just manspread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time.
Good for you. Do you want a fucking cookie?
And it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at, so I think this is going to be a kind of long week.
People might be glaring at you because guess what? Normally, men only do what you're describing here.
It's day 2 of manspreading and I forgot that I had to do this.
Oh, poor you. You have to do something you voluntarily actually signed up to do. Wow, that must be such a big fucking deal.
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with those stereotypes.
Why do you care about what other people think? Are you so preoccupied with your own goddamn ego that you're concerned with everybody thinking about you? Is that it?
I just got my nails done, and I manspread during my entire manicure, and nobody really seemed to notice.
Wow, no one giving a shit about you? Wow, that must be a rare occurrence.
I'm not sure if it was because it was all women and we were just all kind of in our own world or what, but it was kind of awesome.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying this experiment at all.
Well, you signed up for the experiment. Can't bitch and complain about it now.
I'm still giving my seat up to people who need it because, of course I am. What is it between their legs that's so important?
I don't know, maybe a dick and balls that if you rub it the wrong way, it's gonna fucking hurt. Like seriously, what if somebody said that about your vagina? I'm sure that vaginas are sensitive, and if you heard it, you're probably gonna actually complain about it, because guess what? Men do it as well. If you got a dick and balls, then you're gonna complain when it gets hurt. So guess what? Maybe you both should be sympathetic towards each other's issues.
That it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women, and elderly people standing up.
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats when
I understand spreading your legs out so your balls are more comfortable, but guess what? If you're taking up 2 fucking seats, that's fucking shitty. But are they making this up? Because guess what? I don't really trust BuzzFeed all that much.
I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat, and he turned to me and gave me a dirty look.
I have a solution. How about you minus how far your legs are spread apart by half and you'll be fine.
And said, seriously?
Women are expected to be quiet, small, and almost invisible, whereas men can be these boisterous slobs.
Wow, BuzzFeed, I thought you were the type of crowd that would say not all Muslims, but when it comes to men, you like to say, fuck them, they're all slobs. Like seriously, if you're going to say not all, add in group, then add it to every group, because guess what? When you just say, oh, not all, insert group, but when you say, nah, it's okay, all men are slobs, like seriously, you're a fucking hypocrite.
It's all good.
Today, instead of feeling the confidence that I've kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty while I was sitting there taking up 2 seats.
Why are you feeling so guilty? You signed up for the experiment, and by the way, that's not sitting normally if you're a guy. That's being a dick. Taking up all of the fucking seat. If you're just spreading your legs out a little bit so your balls don't get crunched up, that's okay. But if you're taking up all the fucking seat, that's fucking stupid.
A guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something to me, he just sat on the edge of the seat the entire time.
So I've come across another person, quote unquote, man-spreading, but wait, they identify as female.
Not to play devil's advocate, but you kind of signed up for it, so don't complain about it.
Women can take up space as well?
Even though I'm a confident person, I tend to make myself small even when the situation doesn't call for it. And I kind of felt uncomfortable man-spreading even though there was no one around me.
I've not enjoyed this week at all. The very first day where a group of people came on, they were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat, and I was taking up 3 seats, and they started talking about personal space. All their eyes were just on me, and they were mostly women. If it was a group of dudes, I would have been like, yeah.
I thought man-spreading would kind of give me this air of disregard because I thought that I worried too much about what people think, and I've realized that I worry just enough. You should be concerned with whether or not the people around you are comfortable, because that means you're a good community member.
Honestly, I don't really care about what people think, because guess what? If you're always concerned about what other people think about you, you're just gonna be concerned about that your whole life and you won't get anything done.
My favorite part of this exercise was easily when I got to sit next to men who were taking up way too much space and just forcefully work my way into the seat and without words say, hey, I deserve to sit here.
To be forced to manspread really showed me how up your own ass you have to be as a person to not be conscious of those around you.
The funny part is you have it the wrong way around. You're the person with your head up your ass if you think you can tell other people how to sit. You're the one with the head up your ass, frankly.
The man that's taking up too much space on a bus, on the plane, on the bench, we see you. You don't need that much room. To the young women out there, I say you should definitely be aware of your surroundings. If there's something that you want, if there's something you want to say, if there's a position that you want to hold, take up that space. You deserve that space.
No, the only things you are entitled to life to is death and taxes. That is it. Well guys, we had fun making fun of this video, but I gotta go. Give it a thumbs up, and I hope you love the video, and bye.